Hi guys, welcome back to Skate 3, specifically at the Carvatron skate park, which is this place right here. So, as always, just gonna skate around a bit, try to hit up all the obstacles here and see what I can come up with in terms of tricks. I'm not a huge fan of skate parks in general, but I've really come to like this place because for some reason it really flows well. It's not like huge bowls or whatnot, it's all pretty shallow. That lends itself pretty well to the kind of skating I like to do. At first I didn't really like this park because there was one challenge in the career mode where it was basically a park competition that you had to win, or I think you had to make it to the top 3, but I could be wrong. And I kept losing because back then I didn't have the transition skating down all that well. I just pressing L2 and R2 to pump, to make speed and to retain speed. So I was just really bad at skating ramps in general. And so I kept losing and kept getting pretty frustrated. Sometimes I would get kinda close, and other times I would get nowhere near top 3. It's a really nice transition that I never, or transfer I should say, that I don't think I've ever done before. At least not very often. Came up short just a bit. I like these manual pads, although I wish they were a bit lower. They can be kind of tricky to do tricks like that onto. Yeah. And then you have these things, these hurdles. You have low ones and high ones that you can hippie jump over, or just ollie over, or do tricks over, or fall into them. It's very slow. As I'm doing these videos, I always remember that I always say to myself after recording one of these skate videos that next time I should try to not fall at all. But I always forget. My favorite grind of all, a smith. Close. Been having a lot of fun lately trying out new games for videos. Well, I should say new old games because I didn't buy any new games recently. Games like Fallout 4, and I will be doing a video of Far Cry 4 soon. Kind of like a test video because I'm not really sure if it's going to be any good. But I have this idea of doing like an animal spotting video in Far Cry 4. There are quite a few cool animals you can watch. It's not very realistic to ride over a goal net. Yeah, never mind. That was what I wanted to do, but on the rail. I've also been meaning to make the Binding of Isaac videos for a long time. It's one of my favorite games. But I kind of assumed that I wouldn't be able to record it on my laptop. I used to stream it for a while, and my laptop would always overheat, so I just assumed that recording would be a no-go too. But I tried it a few days ago, and temperatures only got to, well, CPU temperatures only got to the mid-70s, which is fairly high, but nowhere near as high as the streaming temperatures. When I was streaming it, CPU temperature was go up to high 80s and high 80s to mid 90s, which is very much bad, very much an unhealthy thing to do. So I'm pretty excited to make Isaac videos, especially now that I'm getting so close to fully completing it. I have, if I can remember, 11 more completion marks I need to get. 5 more challenges I need to do. I think 24 secrets I need to find. So I still need to do Hush with Lilith and Eve. And I need to do everything with the Keeper. So that means Mom's Heart, Cathedral and Shoal, the chest and the dark room, Hush, Greed and Mega Satan. All on hard mode, by the way. I always play on hard mode lately because it's, well, if you do it on normal first, then you still have to do it on hard mode anyway some other time. And especially with characters like the Keeper, it doesn't make a lot of sense to do it on normal anyway, because it's hard enough as it is. There's always one room that's just too tricky, or where there's too much going on at the same time, and then I panic and then I die. Yeah. I should do foot plants more often because they look kind of fun or funny. In some previous skate video, I talked about the PC I'm planning to get, and well, it's not very interesting, but I made a very ghetto piggy bank where I plan to keep all the money I make from bass lessons and just, you know, those random times when you suddenly have a bit more money than you used to. And I say ghetto because it's actually a plastic iced tea green bottle with the hole taped off, and then just cut a groove in it to put in the money and really used extensive amounts of duct tape to make sure that I can't get to it easily without ripping off all the tape or destroying the bottle. speaking of the bass lessons, I had a few new replies to the ads I put up. But whenever I reply to those people, they never reply back. So it's just kind of weird. Because there was one guy who was saying he was interested in the lessons and that he had been playing for a year, I think. So I replied that, well, to thank him for responding to the ad and to make arrangements for a first lesson. But he never replied to that, so I'm not sure if he's suddenly not interested anymore or if he just didn't get the mail. It's just a bit strange. Actually, that could be fun if I just time it a little better. Alright, I think it's about time to end the video. As always, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to leave any remarks or, requests for videos in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next video.